Hello, my name is Boss from 11 and today I'm going to talk about what I learned in quarter 3 in my class. So basically in our quarter 3 we have about 6 big projects which is about 15-18 tasks we have to finish within 1 quarter. So for example, as you can see here for number 1, all we have to do in this number 1 is to simplify the expression. So as you can see here we have um, three things here, so we have to make it simplify by um, multiply by these two and these two. So as you can see here in answer, right, sorry, we have to write the expression of the sum of two terms. As you can see here, you can see as 3x plus 3 times by 3x plus 8, and you will get answer about here. And then after you find the blue answer, you have to simplify it to be more clear. As you can see here, 3 power of 2 equal to 9, so just put 9 here, and this is our answer for number 1. That's it. Okay, for number 2 it's kind of similar, that we have to find out in the box. Actually, the empty box over here, you have to see that either associative property or communicative properties. So we have to know, the first thing we have to know is to know what is these two things, and then we can find that these two things can relate to each other. For example, this one, 3 times in bracket x times x is associative properties to 3 times x plus x times x. So this is the clue that they give to us. So that's it. And then for number 3 we have to simplify the expression, just like in number 1, but this one is kind of more. And as you can see, here as a number a, b, c, d, e, everything is kind of same, because this one just have two terms, right? This one have 3, 4, and so on. So all we have to do is to, if we know the rule, we know the pattern of number a and b, we can solve it all of the numbers. So move on to number 4. In number 4 we have 16x powered by 2 negative 1. So this one we have to find the factor of it. I like this one. This one is simplified to make it become smaller, but this one we have to make it become bigger, like the first step, but in reverse. Yeah. So the reflection is, for task 1 we learn how to simplify the expression of using the distribution property. Like for example, I have 3 candies of a student which cost 10, 20, 30. I have 5 students in class, so how much do I have to spend? So the first thing is to bring the numbers of students, which is 5 times 10 times 20 and times 30. As you can see here, if after you find the answer, you find that everything is equal to 300 baht. This is for task 1. That's like for number A, that number 1 I showed you before. This is for task 2. Task 2 is to using the difference of the communicative and associative properties, just like this one. For task 3 we have to learn how to expression rule. Like for example, we have to make this one and this one become smaller. We have to make it as a simplest form. For example, this one, which is I already gave in number 1 up there. Okay, so for task 4 it's kind of different, because this one we have to factorize to make this thing bigger before the simplify. Okay. We find a difference of the square, we see the perfect square, we make a sum and product type, and sum of product type of the everything, and then we're gonna get an answer. Okay, that's it for the project number 1. Next, move on to project number 2. So in project number 2 we have to do to find the just like the factor last time, but this one we have to make it for addition, subtract, and times multiple. So as you can see here, the x f of x equal to 2x powered by 3 plus 3x powered by 2 plus 4x plus 5, and the g of x is x times 4, x plus 4. And then after you can find the answer, that will take you'll find the answer. If you trying to make it, how to say, trying to make it for the additional term, so you guys so you have to do this one add together. You get this one for negative and for time. Move on to number 2. For number 2 is the same thing, but in this one it's probably related to grade 10 as we learned last year. We have to find the profit, the revenue, and the expense, which is, in this case, we have to find the profit. This is the function of the revenue. This is a function of the, how to say, the ticket price, which we have to find that this price is making profit or not. So this is a term, the profit, revenue, expense, and this thing divided together, so that we can find the profit. And then, what if the ticket price is $8? What will happen? Do we have a daily profit? What is our daily profit? And then we just put 8 instead of x over here, and we can find the answer here. So the daily profit is $670 or baht. For number 3, we have to polynomial fraction. We have to find that this kind of polynomial fraction is possible of the quadratic function or not. For example, number 8. So the answer is 4 because it's not a cubic function. It will be a cubic function, not a quadratic function, because of the formula is not the same. For number B, we agree because it must be 5 because for number C, we have to find if negative 1.6 is 0, what is f of x? So the number is 0 and will be 0 because it's the same rule as 0. So for the reflection is for task 5, we learn about the polynomials, the degrees, and the quarter, the nickel, the pennies of the dollars, so that we can find profit. For number 1, we learned that we have to describe. For number 6, task number 6, we have to multiply the polynomial. We have to make the sum as we need to using the distribution properties to find the polynomial term back into the standard form. As you can see here, for the reflection, I can see here, this is just like number 1, that we have to make this thing multiple, so that we can find the polynomials, the sum of polynomials. Same as here too. Okay, that's it for project 2. Let's move on to project 3. So in project 3, we basically learn about the similar thing, but in this one we have to using the x plus 2, the factor of this number f of x. So this number is a factor of this number. So we have to do is make this thing divide each other. After you divide each other, for example, we find x plus 2, which is a common numbers to divide. So we will get the same answers because this x plus 2 divided by this thing, we will get x plus 5. So the answer will be 0, and then it will be the answer is 0, meaning that it is a factor of these numbers because it don't have the remaining numbers, so that is a factor of the numbers. For number 2, it is the same thing, but this one, instead of doing the numbers, we have to make it a equal to negative 2. Same as number 3, for the reflection is we have to use the remainder theorem. So we have to rewrite the equation. We find x x-intercept of the function, which if we can see the the formula, if it have a element that is not a factor of the numbers, as you can see in number 1 and number 2. Okay, so that's for now for project 3. Move on to project 4. So in project 4 we have to explain the relationship between the polynomials identity between this one and this one. So we have to do is to see that if this number and this number is have the same formula placement, which means this numbers and this number is the same same clone, same thing. Move on to number two. Okay. So in this number we have to fill up the puzzle triangles, which is already given on the in classroom, that we have to find what is the real numbers. As you can see, I already write the rules in here from the internet that I have found. This is a rule that it will help us a lot to find the polynomial identity. For number 3, we have to expand x plus y powered by 5 by using the binomial theorem. So if we use the same graph as given in number 2, we can find the easiest way to find, because as you can see here in number 5 here, we have to, if we don't have a graph, we cannot make it as fast as this one. Move on to the fraction. So in this one we learn how to use the use rule of the parallel triangles to expand the two numbers of each other, as you can see here on the screen. Project 5. In project 5 is trying to okay. Okay, so in this thing we have to divide these two numbers, because we want to find the simplest form of these two numbers. So in number 2, it's the same as thing that in project 3 that I've told you before, that we have to time, divide, plus, and subtract. After that, we find these two numbers. The first thing we gotta do is to make these two numbers under here to make it equal to make it same numbers. As you can see here on this line, the two numbers here is the same. We have to subtract by 2, and then we need to make them, if the under is the same, so for the first number is for the multiplier, we just time together and we get these numbers. But instead of in number 2 here is different, because it's divide, so we have to switch side and find again. So the answer is not the same. Okay, so in this one we have to find the profit. So we have to find 8%, 8 divided by 10. We have to find 8% of it. So for example, in number 1, it's asked us to find the algebraic rule of x. So it will be the function and the profit. I mean the price and the ticket price, the income that we want to see. So just divide these two together, and then after that we want to find the logical asymptote, which is 30. Okay, we can divide this thing by this thing, and then we have to make a graph. As the question says here, we have to get a graph the domain volume from 0 to 30 to find the asymptote. So we start from 0. We start from 0, and the price will be between x. It will be more than 0 but less than 30. So in the green area here is the profit of we have. This one is the same thing. Okay. project 6, this is the last big project that we have. So in project 6 is the simplest one. All we have to do is factoring these numbers. That's it. So x plus 5 and x plus 5 equals 0, because it will be x powered by 2 plus 25. So the solution are 5 and negative 5. That's it. And for number 2 is it's kind of like similar for the first one, but in this one we have to write this as the algebraic form, algebraic equation. As you can see here, this is the algebraic equation, but the answer is not the same, because in the first one, right, we have to write as the algebraic equation, and the second one is the b plus bi form, just like this form. This is b plus bi. Yeah. Okay, for number 3 we have to find the equation to work, just like same as number 2. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you like my videos. Bye bye.